Alright guys, jumping right back into League for Jupiter Sigil and Ether. So we got the Guado Glories going against the Luca Goers, Ronso Fangs taking on the Albed Sykes, and we are taking on the Kilika Beasts. Good old Kilika Beasts. So we've been doing good so far. I mean, obviously we're undefeated right now, so I mean you could probably make the argument you really can't do better than undefeated. But yeah, we're just killing time, getting experience for Nizarut. Really getting experience for Nizarut. It's like the entire reason we're in this league and the entire reason we're like in our positions currently. You see Nizarut, our goalie, he is in the midfield, so that's not his standard position, but he needs to get more experience, kind of be more threatening and stuff like that. I've been thinking about it more, and so we're gonna finish up this this league and play any tournaments that pop up that are worth it, and essentially go through that kind of process. But once we do that, depending on our level, we're gonna actually edit the Kilika Beasts team again and sign the original Aurochs to them. So essentially what that's gonna look like is original Aurochs, as in Waka, Dado, Letty, Jasu, Bada, Kipa. So not Titus. Titus will not be on the team. He has shamed himself with his previous performances. But yeah, we're gonna give that a shot, and also to give Aurochs Spirit a good chance at triggering, which is nice. But we're also going to increase their level as well. So we're going to have that original Aurochs team, and depending on our level, we're going to probably make them 5 or 10 levels higher than us. And the whole goal of that is, I feel like in these journeys that we play, one of the biggest hurdles we hit, or biggest walls, I guess, is our teams just become too good. Not to toot my own horn, but I don't think the auto level for the AI works very well. So I think they're generally a lower level than us. And because of that, I think there's a lot of value in just increasing their level to kind of match ours and making them even tougher. So essentially, what you're going to see here is you're going to see like better Blitzball. You know, you're going to see challenging games for us, where like we're playing against a team, specifically the Kilika Beasts in this case, and we're like, okay, I don't know if I can win this. You know, like this isn't a guaranteed win. This isn't like an easy peasy like whatever that like. Who cares, like, you know, no threat. There's legitimate concern that we will lose. So that's kind of what I'm trying to like cultivate, if that makes sense. You know, like I'm trying to make games more close than they normally are. I mean, looking at this situation here, I mean, we're absolutely crushing them. Like this is the current Kilika Beasts, and they have no chance. I mean, not to say they have no chance, but they have no chance, guys. Like there's not really a world where I see them being successful here. I mean, when we initially made the team, like they were kind of like, oh, maybe they're gonna be like okay, but I mean, as of late, they've just been really poor. But yeah, no, it should be really good. I'm looking forward to it. I guess I was wrong in a video or two ago. I mentioned Tats wasn't on the team. It looks like he is. So he's the only one actually from Kilika on the team. So that's pretty cool. They really gotta up their amount of native Kilika Islanders. I don't know what the plural of like Kilika is. You know, like there's you talk about the U.S. like New Yorkers and stuff like that. That's the plural. I don't know what the Kilikans. I don't know, something like that. There's got to be some form of actual terminology they use. To be fair, maybe not, because I don't know. Spear is a very, very small world. I mean, it's kind of like the one thing I actually do appreciate about the game is you could argue like, oh, like cities wouldn't actually be that big and stuff like that, but they explain in game. They're like, hey, like cities like Luca don't exist everywhere because Sin comes along and kills everyone. Like, and to me, I think that's reasonable. Like, that's a reasonable like, you know, statement. It's like, all right, well, if Sin kills everyone, if you guys make big towns, then I guess it makes sense your population's so devastated. You know, like it's no wonder. I do wonder what they eat though sometimes, because it's weird. I feel like animals have to exist outside of fiends, but they just don't mention them because like it doesn't make sense, you know? Like it's just not relevant to the story. Because you see food being served, and obviously they don't eat fiends. That's not how that works. At least it shouldn't be. But it's tough to say. Well, I think it's especially tough to say because you see, I always forget how to pronounce it. Gioscano in the very beginning of the game attacks you and bites into a Sahagin or Sahajin or whatever, and like blood comes out. And I don't think he was necessarily trying to eat the fish, but it looks like he was. So like I don't know. It seems odd. I don't know. I'm trying to separate the fact that I know fiends are people, or they're the fallen like souls of people that like never left the world. So I don't think people in spirit eat them. Like that seems like that'd be a little bit harsh. But something has to happen, right? They have to have some form of sustenance. Yeah, a little bit of experience gain for us. Level up for Dean, which is nice. More attack, block, pass, endurance, HP. That's good stuff. Alright, let's just jump right back in. So you got Tats here. He's going to push the midfield again. I mean, pretty standard for, you know, plays that the AI makes. We're going to go for the normal tackle here. Reason being is I actually didn't want to steal that ball. I was hoping to tech copy Invisible Shot. But unfortunately, we do steal the ball. I know, darn it, right? We got the ball in that encounter. We didn't even want it. But now we got to make the best out of a bad situation. And we're going to lock out their forwards as best we can. And then once they're essentially locked out, that should open up Nizarut for more experience, more passing, essentially setting up for experience gain that Nizarut desperately needs. I mean, desperately, honestly. He is in dire straits when it comes to experience, him and Warbite. So let's see if we can actually... I don't know if we can get Warbite in on this, but we're going to try. We want to just get them level up so they're not just like in the past, like, oh, you know, why'd you forget about me, just hanging out, super low level, just super unimpactful. Like we want them to make a difference, you know? Pass to Warbite, pass to Nizarut. You know, there's definitely a pattern emerging. But this is actually really, really useful. It really helps push Nizarut over the top. I mean, you think about Nizarut only getting 4 experience per game normally. When he does this, like, he gets enough experience that, like, 2 whole leagues would give him. You know, it would take him, like, 25 games to get the amount of experience we can sometimes get him in 1 game. It's crazy. And we talked about that with Noiguado a lot, and I feel bad because I feel like I am repeating myself to a degree, but we had done the math, and if we never took Noiguado out of the goal, then it would take him like 2,000 games to hit level 99, which just doesn't feel right. And mostly the reason it doesn't feel right is because we would have everyone level 99, and we would just be like playing our goalie to level him up, but nothing would really happen. So that would be like I don't know, that'd just be like a challenge, you know, because you're not really changing the game too much. Like, you're not getting levels, you're not seeing the journey, you're just seeing a goalie get experience, which isn't always impactful because sometimes they'll never even score on us, and you know, stuff like that. There's so much that goes into it. No, I brought this up a few videos ago, but I brought up a new series template where we do a mirror series. So we play against like, if we were gonna do the journey again with like the Kilika Beasts, because we're playing them, what we would do is we would make a save edit and put Warbite on, or keep Warbite and all the original Kilika Beasts on their original team. We would then move all our players to be the same as the Kilika Beasts. So essentially we have mere duplicate teams. And then we would just play against our own team over and over and over. And it's not perfect, but what it does do is what it'll do is it will make an exact copy of the game we're playing. So if they equip a technique on Larabite, I will get that technique. If I equip a technique, the AI will get that technique. All levels will flatten out and be the exact same. So essentially what we're going to have is we're going to have very, very, like, even games. Like, it's arguably could not be more even because they're the same players. And I'm going to probably enable manual movement depending on how it goes. So essentially, automatic movement. So the AI will move my characters and stuff like that. And I want to try this as a series concept. The series are going to be significantly shorter, like significantly, just so you guys know. Mostly because, so let's say I'm scoring crazy and I'm scoring on Nizarut all day and he just can't block a shot and he gets 30 experience on the AI side. That means I also get 30 experience for my Nizarut. So we're getting double the experience. We essentially have high risk on for everyone, and everyone gets everyone else's experience, but no one's stats are halved. It'll be nutty, but I'm looking forward to it. It might be some time until we do that, but yeah. Anyways, we got Larabite leveled up, more shoot, catch, block, attack, HP. It's good stuff. So it looks like Mep's contract at the Guado Glories has expired. He is going to be staying, which is good. He's a decent, player, but mostly I don't want any other Aurochs signed to any other teams. But yeah, Luka Goers win 3-1, Albed Sykes win 3-2, and we take out the Kilika Beasts 3-0. And they can't catch a break. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.